Maybe you want to come over here when you got a better view.
Oh, thank you so
Go
much.
ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. That's nice. This clearly looks like the kids zone. It's getting sad now because my cruise is coming to an end, and before this cruise ends, I'm gonna continue my tour of the ship, my ship tour, and right now we're standing over by the elevators. Clearly there are plenty of elevators here on this ship, but it's not busy, so that's a good thing. Let me just walk around the ship and see what it's all about, because I am on one of the largest ships there is out there, and that is Royal Caribbean Wonders of the Seas. So before all of this 5 night, actually it's not even 5 nights, it's more like a 4 night cruise. Before all of that comes to an end, let me quickly do a run around so I can become acquainted with the ship. This is Royal Theatre.
Everyone gets to bid right from their seats. Everyone has a chance to come down.
Alright guys, so I'm supposed to be doing a ship tour, but then got distracted because I walked into the Royal Theatre and realized that the Price is Right will be starting soon. I've always wanted to be on that show, so maybe they'll call me. Who's to say? But anyhow, I'm going down this really nice staircase. All lit. So, yeah. Tons of excitement in the air because The Price is Right was being aired that day on the ship. And if you're like me, I've always wanted to be on that show. You know, I grew up watching The Price is Right. So being in the audience was so satisfying to me.
We are ready to give away some real cash prizes. We love that, right? We love that. And why?
Number two.
Number two. Okay, there you go.
She chose
All right,
it.
now Melissa.
So that was very fun and engaging. But now it's time to move on. Price is Right is all over. I'm on the 4th floor. I'm just gonna walk around and see what's here. Okay, we got the casino on that side. Oh, the main dining room is here. The main dining room. Oh my goodness, this ship just has too many places to dine. We're talking about 20 dining options available to you. And just to name a few, we have the main dining room, which, you know, they're known for serving multi-course meals throughout the day, which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have Windjammer Marketplace, which is that buffet on the 15th floor. That buffet serves a lot of international dishes, and it's very casual in that space as well. You'll have El Taco, El Loco Fresh. They're known for serving like Mexican tacos and burritos. You have Park Cafe, which serves a lot of deli sandwiches and salads. You have Sorrento's, which my kids discovered on the very first day of being on that ship. They serve late night pizza. So you know why. You know why they discovered it so quickly. Well, there's like 16, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are another 15 more places where you can go and dine on the ship. But our spot was the buffet. That's where we hung out. We never explored any other areas but just the buffet. Ooh lordy, this this ship was big. We're talking humongous. This is the type of ship that holds up to 10,000 people. So considering how massive the ship was, exploring it was a challenge, and I believe it was intentional. It's really not that it's not that much to walk out, but based on the allotted time of this cruise, which is a 4-night cruise, which meant to me it feels more like it was 3.5 days, 4 nights, you know, that doesn't leave you a lot of time to be able to explore the ship. And this is my reasons as to why I say that. On day 1, which is Monday boarding time is, I believe it was 3 o'clock, but thank goodness we got there a little bit earlier and they allowed us on the ship. But by the time you discover your room and you explore your room, that doesn't leave any time to really go around and, you know, and explore the layout of the ship. So you might as well just scratch off Monday. Here comes Tuesday. Tuesday is here and we are now at their private island in the Bahamas. So that is the day of excursion. So first thing you will do is wake up in the morning. At least that is what I did. Woke up in the morning, had my breakfast, and then I found myself on their private islands. And of course, you know, this is the Caribbean, this is the Bahamas, it's beautiful. So we found that we spent most of our day on their private island. So you might as well scratch that off, scratch that day off, because certainly that there is not enough time to explore the ship. Wednesday was sea day, so yes, the perfect day for exploring the ship. But as I was exploring the ship, I was becoming so distracted with all the things that I was discovering, you know? And so I was able to get a few things here and there. But on Thursday, we docked in Nassau, another day for excursions. A lot of people, they would usually get off the ship and then they will go out and explore Nassau. I was one of those folks. So Friday came around and that is the day to leave. Like around, as a matter of fact, everyone had to get off very early in the morning. After breakfast, you go. They feed you and they say, okay, it's time to go. So I'm going to say a 4-night cruise is really not enough time to truly understand the layout of the ship and what it has to offer. The only way to get ahead of that is to do your research ahead of time, you know, do some digging, see what the ship has to offer, see, I don't know, what shows they're offering, see what all the amenities are, see where all the dining options are. By the way, there are 20 of them. And all the other stuff. For those who like to go to the casino, you guys will have no problem finding the casino. Okay, but I'm just saying, with such a short time frame that is given on the ship, because for us it was a 4-night cruise, the best way to maximize your trip, you know, to make the most of it, is to just go ahead and do some digging online first, and you know, so you can get a head start. Also, one thing that I figured I should mention is, if you are planning to go to any type of events on the ship, please do not forget to schedule. Make sure you log in, not log in, but you know, you go into the app and you make that appointment to be there, because if you don't, then you're going to find yourself standing in line and waiting for space to be available. So the first thing you do is, on day 1, when you when you are aboard the ship, just go ahead and look at the different types of entertainment that you find interesting and go ahead and book it on day one, because if you don't, you're in trouble. So I'm gonna mute this section and put my own music over it. Oh, the famous Bionic Bar. When it comes to the aesthetics, everything is so well maintained and polished and shiny. When it comes to the dress code, I find that this ship is very casual. As you can see in the background, people are just so comfortable in their attire. Jeans and t-shirts, sneakers, socks. From time to time, you'll see people walking past in bathing suits. It is just such a very comfy environment that they created on Wonders of the Seas. And man, I love that any day. It takes away the pressure to look perfect all the time. Like nobody cares what the other person was wearing. It's just come as you are type of vibes. So I have actually entered the boardwalk area. So if you have booked a cruise with the boardwalk view, then in this area is where you would be staying. So like one advantage of actually rooming over in this area is that you will have very close access to the Aqua Theater, which is literally right at the end of this boardwalk. So the Aqua Theater actually has a very amazing show that they host, and I enjoyed it so much when I was there. It was very intense, and actually that is the name of that show. It's called Intense. It's a water show. It was very, very good. So yeah, so if you actually are staying over in the boardwalk area, then you will have very, very close proximity to the Aqua Theater. So if you want to actually attend the show Intense, yes, go ahead and make that reservation ahead of time, because if you don't, then you'll find yourself standing in line and waiting. And yeah, this is one of the most demanding show there is out there on the ship. So go ahead, schedule your reservation from day one. Thank goodness I did that, because if I didn't, what would have happened? I would have been one of those standing in line and waiting for seats to be available to me. Because what they do is those who have scheduled, put in their reservation ahead of time, seatings go to them first, and then they'll have everybody else stand in line, because they're not going to say no to you. And I mean, who wants to stand in line, right? So thank goodness I did schedule my reservation. So when I got there and I saw the line, I was able to breeze past everybody and go find the nearest seat for the show. Also, let me give you a heads up. You may not want, if you don't want to get wet, do not sit in the front seat, especially if you have children, because you will be splashed. So yeah, that's another heads up I just wanted to throw out there. Oh, there's a lot of fun activities to do on this ship. Clearly, it's hard to be bored. Lots of shows, lots of activities. How can you be bored? Only if you do not want to participate in anything. But besides, it's kind of hard not to participate. The famous Central Park. Now this is where I'm staying. I have the Central Park view. And of course, you know, I have to mute this part because of the music, and I'll apply my own music. Yes, so just like I said, this is a Central Park view, which is the area I was staying in. So my view was a view of Central Park. And if you're staying in the boardwalk view, then that is what your view will be, a view of the boardwalk. So what are the benefits of staying over here by the Central Park view? You'll have very close access to all the water parks above you. And so if you have children, then this would be an awesome area to stay, because all the water parks are over on the side of the ship. I really did not utilize it while I was there. I didn't go to any of the water parks. I leave that for the youngins. But pools, yes, pool access and so forth, dining options, all on this side of the ship. So I would say it's not a bad option if you have youngins with you. So you notice that I'm actually touching all the plants, all the flowers, all the foliages in that area, and that is because they are real. I was not expecting them to be real, but they are. And it only makes sense because I realized that in that part of the ship, the Central Park area, it is actually open to the elements above, you know, so you'll have fresh air flowing through. There's nothing covering that area. So that is one of the things that I really appreciated about staying on that side of the ship. So something interesting that I saw while I was walking through Central Park was I observed that there were people standing in line and waiting in this designated area. So I became curious because why are they standing there? But now I saw why. It just so happened that Wonders of the Seas have this bar that floats up and down. It moves from one level to the next level. So it's like an elevator that takes you from one floor to the next. So what they would do is when it reaches that landing floor, you will step right in, sit down, order your alcoholic beverages, and then it will take you to another floor. So I can see why people were so excited to actually ride that elevator bar. That was the Nausicaa tour of Central Park, and I think I'm going to end this ship tour right here because this ship is huge. I'm going to have to book another cruise to explore the rest of it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my content. I really do appreciate your support over here. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.